Hello! How's it going? Yep. Finally be able to stream again if my internet holds up, so let's check that. I've tried to get a new provider. And we're gonna see how the stream quality is. For today I wanna grind some ladder. I wanna get back up there to the 2000. I tried a lot of games, a lot of decks. I built a lot of decks and then I played them in ranked to test them out. And usually they don't work right away, so that was not the best idea. I should have practiced and theory crafted on the casual ladder, and then once I'm confident in the deck, should have brought it to the ranked ladder. And that's kind of my excuse why I fell down to 1700 from 2000. But we're gonna get back up there, and we're gonna do it right now. And after that, I wanna watch some Illuvium content. There's a video from Viper that I really wanna check out. And then we might do some theory crafting and create a new deck. I played around yesterday with a lot of decks. I tried to make Ombre carry work. I tried to make a different Ramfire team and so on. Just trying to find a new meta, but didn't really work out yet. So we'll see. Why isn't this full screen? Hmm? Oh, because I'm in windowed mode. Let's get some music going. Hope you all having a great day. I took a break today from snowboarding. It's time to play grind Illuvium. And I'm also really sore from the last 2 days. It was perfect powder and I've been just shredding with a friend. And my body is not ready. I've been surfing for 5 months, but snowboarding uses so many different muscles. And my body is like really sore right now. Alright, let me find the music and then we can get this on the road. Also gotta start streaming on Twitch. What's up with the camera? What is up with the camera? There it is. Before I forget, move that up. Somebody told me. Maybe like here? Alrighty. So, full screen. And maybe I'll show you the deck first. Let me show you that deck first. There it is. So the deck we're gonna be playing today is built around Air, Arcanite, and Toxic. I took this team from Viper, just copy pasted it, because he did like a 17-0 win streak yesterday, so I thought, well, might as well give it a try. Basically, Scoryx is our main carry, Phosphorus is our off carry. We have Toxic with Cardaloo and Riptorus. We have 3 Bulwarks, and then we have Lulura, kind of our tech choice to bring in 3 Bloom. I think I haven't figured really out where we would be bringing 3 Bloom, but yeah, we're gonna figure it out together. For augments, we have this giving energy damage on crit and crit chance for our Scoriox. Those 2, and we also have attack speed on assist with pure attack damage. So those are our 2 carry augment choices. And then we have a little bit of defensive and mainly augments that play around enemy teams and kind of try to counter them. Obviously we have the 3 biogenic suppressors because they are just broken at the moment and everybody's playing them. And yeah, that's the deck. Let's jump into a game and see how it performs. Play ranked. Always make sure you have your deck selected down there. The other day when we played the tournament, 2 times I went into a match with just some random bullshit deck, and I didn't select my actual tournament deck. So yeah, that's a bit sad if that happens. Where do I have my music? Oh, there it is. Oh no. Well, we can play this for now and then. Again, this music, I've been saying this, but I wanna always say it when I use it. This music is from my cousin, Younger. I'm gonna link him in the description. And yeah, check out his music. And all his music is copyright free, so he just gave it to the world to be used for their projects, for their YouTube, for whatever you want to use them for. You can use them for. So, we don't need Colossus. Toxic would be nice. Kinda like this, maybe. Also, the stun is super good. And also this, the heal once you drop below 50% is pretty good. So, yeah, we should have just probably put 1 coin on the Toxic. But that's fine. We don't mind the stun too much. So, first turn, you always, not always, but usually you're gonna play Riptorus and Paradulo. The other opener would be the triple air that we bring in on the next wave. Positioning wise, this start I also copied from Viper. We want to have Cardulu in the very front, tanking. We want to have our Riptorus in the back, so he's never gonna be attacked. And he's gonna be safe. And our Ranger also wants to stay safe behind the Riptorus for round number 1. Ready? Sweet, alrighty, let me get the chat. How do I get the chat? There it is. And let's also start streaming on Twitch. Hi Twitch, sorry you coming late. Yeah, we're playing Toxic right here. We're playing Toxic, Arcanite, Air, kind of. First round we just bring on our 2 Toxic units and then we bring in the 3 Airs. Pretty solid. He's just playing Dokas, 4 little Dokas. That's right now that's the best start you can do. 4 tier 0s on wave 1. But then it falls off a little bit after, so it's not a big deal. We want to position our units to actually counter the affinities of the enemy. You can click up here, and then you can see. Now we're getting 3 over here, and over here we wouldn't have gotten. Here we get -1. Alright, so we want to stay over here. Kind of play it like this. Also, we actually wanted to equip the shield on our Ranger. That would give us 3 bulwarks. So there was a little bit of a misplay, but that's alright. Sheesh! Look at those Slayers coming in hot. Slayers doing a lot of damage in the first 5 seconds because they get extra attack speed. But we're able to kill some of them. Maybe all of them actually. Wow, that was a clean sweep. Alrighty, now we're gonna bring in the Scoriox, give our Scoriox the, give our Ranger the Earth Glove, bond with the Scoriox, and now look at that. Air, Magma, Toxic, Fighter, and Arcanite activated. Next round we're gonna get the Bulwark and another Magma in with our Singe right here. And then last, we're gonna bring in the Phosphorus. Most likely. Okay, Umbre is coming in here. So our Scoriox should be far from that. Probably somewhere around here would be good. Also our Ranger should go over here. And we moved our Riptorus. Maybe like that, I guess. Perfect. We got a little bit mastery points left over, so we're gonna just put that biogenic suppressor on it. I don't see a chat yet. I have to figure that out. Give me a second. All the little things. Yeah, I really hope the quality is good. Alright, we got the YouTube chat, so that's good. Oh, we got 2 chats. Alrighty, let's get rid of this one. And we should select something here, huh? Since we didn't select something, we're gonna put one coin on all of them. And we're getting the Vengeful Smite, which is actually pretty good. Because now we have an extra Toxic and an extra unit that can apply Toxic, so we could try that on Scoriox. We could try that on Scoriox with attack speed. Who wants Toxic? Probably a Cinch. Indomitable for 3 seconds. Just extending our tankiness. Positioning wise, I think we should get, but he's probably gonna reposition over here, or at least the gyro is here anyway, so maybe we bring our magma dude right down here. Maybe down here to really protect our Scoriox from that. Can we move this guy? No, it will cost 3 mastery points. Sweet, so let's figure out my camera position to not block anything. Kinda can't be here because it blocks either the deck or the synergies. Maybe we're just too big. Should be good like this. Scoriox just blasting away. Let's check his damage. Pretty good. Alrighty, one more round, then we got it. This guy's silver, so we're not gonna get a huge amount of points, but it should be alright. Not sure where to put this phosphorus either. Probably here, I guess, to just be sure that our Scoriox is safe. That's all we care for at the moment. Also, we can bring in some counter augments. For example, this reduced the attack speed of the other guys, so that's really strong. Probably gonna put that on the Seer. Now we can check here in the graph who didn't do a lot. Who died pretty fast. I think Riptorus would be nice to have in the middle. This is really good, giving you grit or resolve, especially if the enemy has just one type of damage. Here we have a little bit of mixed... it's mostly physical damage. So it would be nice to bring in the grit. Problem is we're not really grouped up, so it's hard to really get a lot of value out of it. It seems like the stream is having some trouble, so I'm gonna stop Twitch for a moment and see if that helps. I really do like Twitch though, because if somebody looks up the Illuvium category, it's just gonna be me and maybe 1-2 other guys, so it's way easier to actually... it's way easier for people to find me on Twitch, I feel like new people. Nice! First win, how many points? 5, alright. Let's get a little win counter in here. There we go. Play ranked. I really hope we get some high ranked dude so we can get a lot of ranking in one game. Looks pretty good. I actually want to make a guide about this team. I wanted to do it like kind of live on stream and then cut it out for a video, but I'm not sure if the quality is good enough. There we go, we got our next match. By the way, if somebody comes in, please let me know how the quality is and if it's laggy, if it's cutting out a lot, stuff like this. Alright, we are playing a mirror match. I love those. Exact mirror match. I think the whole, like half of the community just copied Viper's deck right here. This one could be really good. Elf Regen, that's even better versus a mirror match, I feel like. Probably he's gonna vote for the same thing. Oh nice, we got it. Yeah, I don't think this is better on our carries than the augments we brought. I gotta ask why positions like this. Or not like maybe like this, where Riptorus would have a... Well, I guess it eliminates the coin flip a little bit. You're more open to left and right positioning if you just stay in the middle with all your units. I really would love to have to be able to set a camera angle and have it as my standard camera angle. Because if you press spacebar, you're getting back to this, but I would like to have it like this. There's also 1, 2, 3. You can do this normal, side, side. But it would be nice if there was like a bird's eye view, kind of like this. Alrighty, first one in the pocket, starting good. It still surprises me because, well, I guess they're focusing just my Cardulu and our Riptorus is focusing their Riptorus, so that's why we pulled ahead. Now we're gonna bring in the 3 airs. Try to position for affinities. So here he gets 4. Over here he gets only 2. He's countering those guys. So we gotta bring our air units over here to get hyperactive. Tank here. And the 2 fighters next to it. Looks pretty good. I always forget this shield, but not this time. Now we actually have a really strong turn 2. 4 air, 2 toxic, 3 bulwarks, 3 fighters. Not bad. Do we have this? Hyperactive toxics? Close window. I wonder why we lost this. I should watch the games more closely. But I still got a little... What? How can he see that? So now we're gonna bring in the Scoriox. Switch the weapon. Bond them. And again, 3 air, Magma, Toxic, Fighter, Arcanite activated. I really like how optimized this is. Again, running out of time. I gotta be a little bit more on top of that. I also had this in the tournament 1-2 times that I just like did something for 10 seconds and then I didn't have enough time to do it. He kind of blundered this one by bringing in Singed instead of Scoriox. But maybe I'm just wrong and it was better. We should be able to get him. Whoa, talking about a close one, huh? It's like 2 more auto hits. Crazy. I didn't think the Singe would actually beat my Scoriox turn. Empiric Price, Pierce 80% of resistances. That's really good. This one is pretty strong as well, though. How do we do that? We don't need the Vampiric Price. Could be really good on Phosphorus though. Alright, where do we put 2 points? This one. Let's see what he's going for. 3? Ah. Ah. Close. Close one. That one would be really good on our Cardaloo, I think. Alright, now the Singe comes in. Would be nice to actually have the Singe in the middle of everybody with his Magma damage. So we'll see if we have... That costs 8 mastery points to move, so... That only costs 3. Maybe we can do it like this. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and let's itemize our carry. We're missing 8 mastery points, so that's a bit of a pity. Or you could go with this. When in doubt, just play Biogenic Suppressor. Too strong. Oh, I finally have a second screen. That's so nice. Wow. I think the stream should have a pretty good quality by now. Yeah, our positioning is not so good, because his Scoriox went hyperactive and ours didn't. But we have one more chance, one more round. If we lose the next one, we're out. So let's see where we can put our Scoriox to go hyperactive. Why is his going hyperactive and mine isn't, huh? Aren't we playing the same units? How does that happen? Like, how does that work? Alright, we got a Seer. I guess it's not a full mirror match. If we bring Phosphorus in over here, it's gonna be so strong. But also just the Resolve, I think, is giving us a lot of extra. Still don't get why the Scoriox Oh, he's probably Earth. Scorix is fire dominant. Ours too. Why is his getting hyperactive and ours not? We're playing a full mirror match and they're in range of everybody. I don't understand. Alright. Looks rough, eh? Phosphorus, that's really our last chance, I feel like. Reduce attack speed. Super strong versus the Scoriox. It's looking pretty bad. I'm getting stumped. We're in a little bit of trouble on the left side here. Yeah, I think really the Scoriox positioning is what screwed us up. Hey, how close does it get, huh? Wow, I hope he's coming back right away. I need a rematch. That was heartbreaking. Turn the hypermeter on for a second. Sorry, I didn't see that. But it showed him having like +5 on the hypermeter. And mine had like +2, even though like we played exactly the same units and both of our Scorioxes were in range of all the enemy units. Really weird. But I think I had the hypermeter on at one point, or at many points, so you can just, since we're on YouTube, you can just rewind and check it out there. Changed the text already. 1-1. That's a rough start. Maximum health, pretty good for our Phosphorus. Inflicting Frost and getting dodge chance, also really good. They're all really good. So we gotta just figure out where he's gonna bet 1 point. And on this one we wanna have 2 points to counter that. Got this one, 3 here. Almost. If we had 2 on the middle one, would have worked pretty well. Yeah, I gotta play more around the hyperactive. That's one thing I can improve a lot on hyperactive positioning. And it got easier anyway, like right now we don't have to calculate, or forever, we don't have to calculate any more composite affinities. It's just the basics anymore for hyperactive. So that got a lot easier. Because the old one was kind of overwhelming. You have like the spreadsheet of all the affinities and how they interact with each other, how they counter each other. Don't forget the shield. Look at that, -2, -2, -2, but what can we do? What can we realistically do here? Well, that should be an easy win. Blaze Knight round 2 is a little bit greedy, I feel like. This guy needs some empaths to work. I don't know why he didn't go for the... All these Atipos have 50 mastery points. That's crazy, because the team he's playing is already kind of late game-ish. So this one really screws up his early game. If he has 4 25 cost Atipos in there, it's probably the strongest turn 1 turn at the moment. But they're gonna get nerfed hopefully today, in the next balance patch. The tier 0s, also the empaths. So I'm excited for the next patch, see the new meta. Alright, we want to position Scoriox somehow that he's not gonna get attacked by... he's not gonna get hit by the Blaze Knight Tornado. Probably our Ranger will just do that. Kinda like that. And then we're gonna have Scoriox, I think, a little bit in the front line, just to be able to apply that magma damage. Oh damn, you're gonna change Hyper again. But is it gonna get more complex again? Are the composites... Are the composites gonna matter again for the affinities? For the hypermeter? Yeah, I guess the main complaint from a lot of people was that it's kind of a coin flip. Either you get hard countered by the enemy affinities and you lose, or you counter them and you win. I think it's a little bit more nuanced. I've won a lot of games where I was countered hyper-wise, affinity-wise. But yeah, it feels a little bit too much of an impact right now, I guess. This one is super strong. 8 seconds invulnerable. Insane. This one is pretty strong as well, but not really versus his team. Still good versus his team, reducing the attack speed versus the Blaze Knight and stuff, but this one is just so much better. Alright, let's put it to the test then. We're still missing one Illuvial, but right now we have a perfect synergy right here. So I don't think I want to bring in the Phosphorus, but rather itemize our carries and bring this one in as well. 25, that gives us 80, that's perfect. We can bring in everything we need. Who's getting this though? Carlux? He's getting the most damage from the Blaze Knight early on. And we get the ramping energy damage because these fights are gonna last pretty long. We're gonna be able to ramp up our damage and then screw them up. Because actually our team counters them pretty well. Because we got the sustain from Toxic and our Bulwarks, but we also have the late game damage. Gotta ask Aaron. I gotta ask Aaron, or you gotta ask Aaron? Because I've asked stuff in the past with Aaron, and it's hard to get a straight answer. I give him up on that. Look at that damage! Wow, clean sweep. I really wish we could. I really want to rematch that guy that we lost to. Kind of hurt my ego. I gotta figure out which augments we don't need. Because I don't want to play exactly Viper's team forever, right? I want to try to mix it up a little bit, maybe find some stuff that he overlooked. Even though that's gonna be pretty hard. So far, what I wish I had more was a second Siphon Matrix, the big one. Because this one is super broken as well at the moment. It's gonna get patched in the next balance patch. But until that happens, probably gonna have to play it more. The Fortification Catalyst is really strong as well, but it's very matchup specific. Like, you use it to counter enemies, right? For example, the Inferno, it counters Inferno really hard. So we gotta think about what counters us, and then we have to figure out which augments we can bring in to counter those counters. We got 7 Bulwarks, Blaze Knights, and a lot of empaths as well. Is it the same guy? Too many Illuvials, man. How many are this? It's like 16. So either you can go a full empath team or a 7 Bulwark team, I guess. Everyone has that. Yeah. Probably wants this Bulwark. I don't know. Usually all the synergies. It's also gonna get patched in the next patch, I think, to get synergies that you don't need. It's a bit annoying, but he might. Whoa. I wish there was like a big red flashing thing. You're running out of time. This happens way too much to me. But I guess it's that's my problem, not. Look at those guys, by the way. I just wanted to notice this is the lowest settings you can play on. And that's been optimized a lot, so I probably could turn it up a little bit, but personally I don't mind so much bad graphics, but even on the lowest settings this looks absolutely freaking amazing. Like, how can it happen that Illuvium on their first game have such better quality than something like TFT that have Riot Games behind them and have had like 10 times the time? It's so sick. Alright. So we don't want to put our fighters here. They might just get screwed. We want to use the Cardaloo. Maybe like this. I like to keep the fighters together so they can focus down the enemies together. Because on their own they really don't. They're not able to punch through anything. What are you playing on? A Razer M15, I think. It's pretty good. Like, it used to overheat a lot while playing Overworld and Arena, and now it's getting warm, but it's keeping steady. It's not glowing anymore. I used to not be able to touch the laptop because it got so hot. Should have tried to fry some eggs and make some content around that. Blaze Knight, yeah, it is the same guy, and he does the same thing again. Welp. So I'm gonna put the Ranger here, because then, for example, Ranger will land here, Cardaloo will land here. They're blocking the left side, and then our 2 fighters might wrap around to the back and attack the Blaze Knight. Let's see if that's gonna work out. Bring in the Singe. This time a little bit more in the middle. And then, oh yeah. And the Scoriox. Man, I'm all over the place. Again. Well, that's... We can throw away one round. I don't think there is a chance he can win this, so... What year? Well, let me check. System. Blade 15 mid 2019 base. Blade 15M 2019 base edition. It works good. I can also stream while doing it and playing the game, so kind of everything I need he can do so far. But I would like to have a little bit more power in the back end if I want to do, like, I don't know. Just to have more possibilities. Not limit myself too much. $50 Omega power and 50 energy. One thing I also hope we get soon, because every match I try to do it to, once you can hide this interface, the legendary augment selection phase. You can just hide it and look at your board, look at your synergies, look at the enemy synergies, look at the enemy team. That would be really nice. Alrighty, finally bringing in the Scoriox. And now we're gonna itemize him straight away, I think. Gotta make sure that the Blaze Knight is not hitting our Scoriox, so Blaze Knight is gonna target the furthest enemy. That's gonna be our Ranger. And then Scoriox just gonna sit in here. Kinda like that, maybe. Yeah, that should be right. I don't want to get blinded by the Crunk here, but maybe we are able to burst him down before he can cast his Omega. So let's just see. I don't think that he can beat us, so we can just try around some stuff. Yeah, I need an upgrade. I want to get... I don't know, maybe I want to get a PC again, not a laptop. But when I'm living in the van, PC is kind of overkill, I feel like. But I'm not gonna do many more summers in the van. I think next summer again, we're gonna go Portugal and down all the way to Morocco. Spend 1-2 months in Morocco, and then I'm probably gonna sell the van and gonna maybe buy some land somewhere on the coast and just settle down a little bit. Because I like this lifestyle, but it's kind of hard to be a really productive content creator. If it's cloudy and you're now okay, it's cloudy, I only have 3 hours of electricity left. This is the annoying part about it. Alright, if we get our phosphorus here, he's gonna shoot his spear right through here, right through all the units, so that's gonna be good. I'm probably just reducing enemy energy gain. It's always gonna be the best move versus empaths. That was the wrong one. There we go. We can also get some resolve, flat damage reduction against their energy damage, because they have a lot of small energy damage things coming in, so the flat damage reduction is really good for that. When Illuvium branded PCs, laptops in merch store. Yeah, well, I'd rather draw an Illuvium logo myself, because that will cost a lot. Yeah, but I wrote to some gaming PC companies that like make like custom builds and stuff if they want to sponsor me. They didn't answer yet, but maybe I get lucky on that. And latest in a year or something, we're gonna have Illuvium token price up to 1,000 at least, so then we're good anyway. Nice. Did I miss a match? Well. What I really want to have in merch store is a hat. Some like a baseball cap or a beanie, stuff like this. Small things. Maybe even like a belt with the Illuvium logo as the belt buckle. That would be really sick. What we got? There we go. Mirror match. Almost. You got a little Volante in here. And a Seer and a Malura. Similar, I guess. Maybe try to refine Viper's deck. Blasphemy. Holders Omega can crit. I would be good on Phosphorus, right? I wanna try that. Saccharine Escape. Even better on Phosphorus, though. Maybe like this and hope he goes for Sapping Hex. He's for sure gonna go for Final Bonding. Just looks so good. It's a really eye-catcher, that graphic. Check out baseball cap. Nice, we got both of them. This one is Sapping Hex super strong, but I really want to see how this performs on a Phosphorus. I hope the match lasts long enough. No! Oh, I didn't realize this. So many things I didn't realize yet. For example, if you deploy the unit this round, you can always sell it for free. I thought it was, once it's down, it's down. You cannot do it. Oh, that's gonna help me so much. Also, what I realized, if you move a unit and it costs you something, you can then move it as many times as you want. You just pay one time the price for moving. In my head, I thought it would be every time you move it costs something, the same Illuvium, and that was weird to play around. Nice. Got to round 1. We're always winning those mirror matchups. I don't know about this positioning that Viper is doing in the first round, but it seems to work. I guess you really just don't want anybody to attack your Riptorus. That's why it's in the back. And we're staying in the middle to stay neutral for left and right positioning. 1, 2, 3. I wonder what we're gonna play instead of air, if air gets nerfed too much that you can't really play it anymore. Maybe like that. I don't want my fighters to be focused. I don't want my Grokko to be focused all alone. So I think by positioning here, hopefully one is going to Cardaloo and one is going to the Grokko. What else could we have? Illuvium themed. Maybe like cutlery. We got like a Illuvium plate. Alright, everybody's getting some damage. That's good. Doko is getting a bit too much. Cardaloo hyperactive and casting his Omega. Getting thorns and taunting enemies. And extra health. And resistances through the hyper. 50% crit reduction on hyper. It's crazy. And 20% resistances. Let's try something. No, we can't. We don't have enough master points for the Phosphorus. We can bring him next turn or something. So let's check out the hyperactive meter. We're getting +6 versus them. That's how it should have been last round. I could have been that his Riptorus was water and also his Cardaloo was water. That was probably... I didn't think about that. That's probably it. His Riptorus and Cardaloo were water dominant, and that counters the synergies of Scoriox. Interesting. I wonder why he did both of them nature dominant. To counter air, I guess. Counters air and earth. I guess it's to counter air. Ooh, this is not looking good. Actually, not too bad. Riptorus is still pretty healthy. But his Scoriox is blasting away. But our Scoriox positioning is better. His is too far in the back, so he doesn't get hyperactive. So this time it's the other way around. Nice. Since we're so far ahead, we can bring in the Phosphorus and try the final Abunding. Again. Bloom. Alright, screw it. Let's try that. Crit and Poldar's Omega can now crit. So now we're just giving crit chance, I guess. And he should be just blasting through everybody. Kind of like that. Alright, Phosphorus, show us what you got. Whoa. That's huge. That's a good amount of damage. Works pretty well. Yeah, I'm kind of sad we don't have Final Abunding as an augment anymore in the deck builder. Because I think it just opens a little bit more possibilities to itemize some carries. For example, with Gyro. It would be nice to be able to always give Gyro a crit augment. Abilities can crit, and then you can play around his Omega more than his auto hits. Alright, you go in there. And that's it, that's all. GG's. Sweet. Yo, Phosphorus is popping off. Clean sweep. Let's go. Man, I played too many games already, I think. I think the more you... How it works in League of Legends. If you play... Or how it works in general, I think. So I think it works in Illuvium the same way. If you play 10 games and you win 6 of them... If you play 10 games and you win 5 of them, you have a 50% win chance. If you play 100 games and win 50 of them, you also have a 50% win chance. But then, if you play another one on the 10 games, you play 11 games, and you win it, your win chance goes up a lot. You have, whatever, 60%, 55. But if you win one more game on the 100 games account, your win chance is just gonna go up by 0.1% or whatever it is. So the more games you play, the more you're kind of stuck in your elo, and it's harder to get out of it. Because usually the elo is kind of calculated with your win chance in mind, and the more games you play, the harder it is to up that win chance, if that makes sense. This one would be pretty good on Phosphorus, actually. But we're denying the inevitable ruin from him, because that kind of counters our guys. So yeah. I can't wait for the next patch, man. I really hope it's coming today like announced, but with everything, just think a bit conservative. Let's say it's here at least at the end of the week, and then we're gonna be happy, because it's probably gonna come earlier. The thing is, on Wednesday is the next tournament. I gotta sign up for that Xbox tournament, $4,000 on the line, and I really hope that the patch comes in before that. Otherwise, it's just gonna be the same meta as the Wildfire tournament, which was, and they also banned the OP augments, so it's very narrowed down what you can play. You have this Toxic Arcanite, then you have, I guess, the Fighter Rogue Rampfire, then you have full Empaths, and then maybe you have, yeah, you have maybe Slayers and Invokers, but they're kind of off meta right now, I feel like. So, I never know what to do with those 30 mastery points. I guess this might be always the best choice, or if you have to counter someone with the fortification catalyst. Yeah, I guess you just bring in the augment that counters your enemies the most. That's why there's so many 30 cost augments in this deck. To really be able to have a little bit of tech in the third round. Alrighty, different weapon. Check out the hyperactive stat. Yeah, we want to stay close. Gotta make sure the Blaze Knight is targeting our Ranger. We're sacrificing hyper on her. Oh, forgot the 30 mastery points. But it doesn't matter. We sacrificed the hyper on her, because we're now out of range, I think, to get it. But it doesn't really matter. It's all about the Blaze Knight not hitting our Scoriox and the rest of our team. Cardaloo getting focused hard here, but as soon as the enemies die, he's gonna heal up because he's toxic. But we would give him this augment right here next turn to just be invulnerable for 6 seconds. And also this one to then stay alive once he would die. Gain unkillable at 10% health. Nope, nope, yes. Oh, not so good, but yeah. By the way, guys, if you sit a lot on the computer grinding that PvP, make sure to stand up every 10-15 minutes. Your body is gonna thank you later on. That's the thing, huh? Itemizing Scoriox or bringing in Phosphorus? What gives more value? I think itemizing the Scoriox, because we have enough tankiness, we just need the damage to really get through the empaths. So let's do that. And then we have 25 left. That's such a weird number. Which again means just an augment, I guess. If we would have had used the 30 mastery points last round, we wouldn't been able to fully itemize the Scoriox. So I guess we should play a 20 mastery point augment on wave 3, so then we can fully itemize Scoriox on wave 4. Maybe a bit closer. Oh, -2. How did that happen? How did that happen for real? If I put the Ranger here, he gets -2 from the airs already. From the waters, sorry. Yeah, water counters magma the most. It's not magma, I keep forgetting. It's just earth, and water counters earth the most. This deck is just too strong. It's crazy. How's the stream quality? Are we good? Man, I really gotta get rid of this golden border. It looks nice, but it represents a low score. Because right now it's pretty easy to get up to above 1800 at least. If you just copy, paste Viper's deck that I'm doing, like there's not much to it. That's why I like the mirror matchups, because everything else seems way too easy right now. It's just a free win because we counter them. But we'll see versus, this is also quite a meta deck with Rogue, Fighter, Ramfire, Inferno, Phantom, Air. Magma! Is he gonna counter me for that? We're not gonna overinvest. Either he counters me or he doesn't. Enemies within 30 hexes are inflicted with frost. Really good versus the rogues and the fighters. Don't really need this. This is pretty good as well. I think he's gonna go 3 in this one because he knows it counters him. So I'm gonna go 2 in the Saccharine Escape. He denied the magma with 1. Alright, well played. He got me there. I really like this legendary augment bidding rounds. Cool little mind games, easy to play, hard to master. Exactly what I need. And that's why it's gonna be so nice once this is gonna get reworked, so there's no more synergy showing up that you don't need. It's gonna be crazy, because then, right now, usually you just battle around 2 augments, but then, if actually all 4 of them are kinda good, it's gonna get really interesting. I forgot he's playing rogues. That's not the positioning we want versus rogues. That's pretty bad, actually. But we can probably bring it around. We're just gonna defend our Riptorus with our airs, and our Ranger can move away anyway. Okay, Ramfi is gonna land. Ramfi's gonna land here, so we want to have our fighters really close to Ramfi. Maybe you want to invite him in here. I don't know if he fits in here. I don't think so, but we could try. Kind of like that, I guess. It's really a pity I put Cardulu in the front line. But we'll manage. It's funny, I said stand up once in a while to stay healthy, and I didn't do it myself. I really want to have my next big setup. I'm gonna have the table where you can move it up, and then you can play while standing, move it down, and even have a treadmill and stuff. People are going crazy on that. Alrighty, so Scoriox here is gonna be super safe, but we also kind of want him to go hyperactive. Yeah, so here is best, I guess. Swap the weapon, bond your Ranger. I don't want to put this one on any of our low-cost Illuvials that are gonna die so fast. We need this So let's see who did the little amount of damage. Our Grocko, and he's gonna get this. Because if he didn't do any damage, that means usually that he died pretty fast. Also, it's a bulwark, so keep that in mind, but yeah. I think our Grocko is getting focused pretty hard. Pretty good. I think we stabilized a little bit, but fuck, they're just too fast. We were able to kill some of their guys, so we don't take too much damage. And the time is on our side, because we are ramping up. Maybe should have gone for Stella Devourer against the Ramfire that's coming in now. We probably also have to reposition versus the Ramfire coming in right now. Because he's gonna place his Ramfire right there. So our Scoryx has to move, I think. I really don't like this positioning in general. Kinda screwed it up on wave 5. On wave 1 already. A lot of augments counter them. Reducing attack speed, really good. Reducing energy gain, probably even better. Running out of time so many times. Ooh, he actually positioned Ramfire over there. Is he stream sniping me? Or did he just anticipate my swap to the other side? That's really good for us. Also hit him with the attack speed lowering. And now he's gonna cast his Omega just on the right Cryptorus. Gonna be a close one. I think we could manage. Come on, hit him. Hit him hard. Hit him like you mean it. Do it. Nice, got him. Sweet. So what's gonna happen now? Is he gonna reposition a Ramfire over here? Or does he anticipate my swap? I love those mind games. I think since we won the last round anyway, we are in the driver's position. We don't have to react. He has to react to us, and we can just push our value right here. We're just gonna put the Phosphorus here in case to keep our Scoryx a little bit more safe. And then we don't have any mastery points to itemize our Scoryx. But I don't think it's about itemizing Scoryx. It's about trying to stay alive. Well, it's both. This one will be pretty good. We want to have Resolve versus that Inferno. So that's kind of a must-have, and then we want to reduce their energy gain again. Gonna keep positioning because it worked out the other round. Let's see what happens. Who won the tournament? Smartass. I did pretty good in the tournament. Like the first 3 rounds, I won 2-0, and then I had a lot of like internet problems, Epic Games disconnected, and there was a lot of shit going on. And then I just got tired. I didn't have much sleep all day. Then I was snowboarding all day, and then it was like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning, and I just made like stupid mistakes. So for next tournament on Wednesday, I try to get a good night rest. That's, I think, the best preparation you can have for the tournament. Probably the most important thing to take care of. Right, he's staying over there with the Rampfire. We barely managed to win. Our Scoriox, we kind of put our Scoriox in harm's way, right? That was to be expected that he would do that. Where should we put him now? Let's just itemize our Groko. Then he's gonna be able to tank long enough, I hope. It's gonna give us another 6 seconds. Now we're finally gonna bring some items on our carry. Probably way too late. And also you get Indomitable. Oh, so close. We should be alright, I think. Ooh, 2 times Indomitable here as well. Scoriox is getting attacked. Phosphorus just didn't give a shit about him. I guess we should have repositioned Scoriox over here. Yep. Yeah, positioning wise I kind of screwed up this round, but Phosphorus is doing great. And as long as Rampfire right here isn't hitting all of our units over there, we could be alright. He's hyperactive, so that's a little bit of a problem. But we might be able to kill him. Yeah, should be good. Magma's doing so much damage. There we go. Nice one. Damn. We can't really use all our mastery points that we want to use. Are we gonna do this? Probably just regeneration on him. Curious what he's gonna do. I went all the way to the right. Perfect. Got him. Phosphorus is a little bit in trouble here, but he has Undomitable, same as Airdoka. We should be good. Should be though. Oh, so close. Oh, he's still alive. Man. This is a nail bite around. Look at that damage Cardulu did just with Toxic. That's crazy. Alrighty, he's gonna reposition to the Scoriox. So should we go to the right? Should we just go in the middle? Oh, it's really a 50-50, isn't it? Alright, let's get all our stuff out right here. Kind of have a little bit wrong itemization on my units. He clipped ready pretty fast, so I think he's not repositioning. We're just gonna roll the dice on it, I guess. I did. It was kind of obvious he would do it. I don't know why I didn't reposition to the other side. But that's the thing. If he thinks you know it, that you're gonna do it, and he's gonna, you know, it's basically a 50-50. So long in the middle bowl. But our Scorix is alive. If he would have died there, well, looks pretty solid. Sweet! I have 600 mastery points, 1 round, and completely wrecked the guy. Like you had still 600 left over, and you won the round? That's good. Strong.